say that.
At first sight. As soon as y'all see each other, they feel married. At first sight.
I look too good to be alone. House clean,
My man.
just shake smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing,
no.
the west wing.
At first
mansion was happening.
Single for 6 years now.
So if you tryna
I need a man to protect me. I don't need a man to provide for me.
I'ma leave the door again.
I love to just go with the flow and just truly surrender to the universe.
What's up, everybody? What is up? What is up, y'all? It is that time where we get ready to talk about Married at First Sight. Hope everybody's doing good on this Thursday. We almost to the end of the week, but y'all know I don't do this by myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and get everybody up here because we got a lot to talk about, and I got a lot to say, and I hope everybody else has a lot to say as well. Let me go ahead and bring up Ashley first. What's up, Ashley?
Hey, I'm ready to get into it. I'm ready to get into this broke down, cankled up, hotep, brokey. I'm ready to get all into it. I'm ready to get into Michelle. I'm ready to get into the whore of Babylon. I'm ready to get into all these people because even though this was a little bit of a slower episode, it did enough to piss me off, and it did enough for us to have plenty to talk about.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Let's go ahead and bring up Tyra. What is up?
This show is what's up, because baby. Yeah, everybody got on my nerves this episode. Like, none of these couples are safe. I didn't put stock in these people for a reason. Terrible.
Exactly. I mean, from the jump, it was a lot going on. I always like to get the vibe check as we go. But when y'all come in, y'all already let me know the energy that y'all on. But just overall, in your own words, Ashley, overall, was this episode? Was it what you needed and more, or are you just like?
Baby, I'm biding my time till we find out who the hoe is. Where the hoe's at? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so until we get to that and all of the tea is dropping, but no, it's cute, but it's par for the course. And I think this is what you have to be ready for with a show like Mavs that runs for 52 weeks. You have to kind of pace yourself, right? Not literally, y'all. It's not, but it's a lot. It's a lot of episodes.
Did you see both of our faces?
Because you're gonna have to pace yourself. So this was a good paced episode. I feel like it's setting us up because you're gonna go through a lot of peaks and valleys, and right now we're on the roller coaster on the way up. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool for what it was, but it wasn't all that.
Okay. Tyra, did you feel like you should have did something else, or was you engulfed in this episode?
I'm never engulfed in these shows. Like, I listen. It's like a podcast. I listen to it. And when something piques my interest, I come back and run it back and see if there's something I need to see. But I'm not avidly ever watching this show. Now, I think after this episode, moving on to the next one, I'll be sad.
Okay. That's what's up, y'all. So we're going to break this down by couples, of course, because that is the easiest way to do this. And y'all, it's a lot to say about a lot of these people. I mean, a lot. We're going to start out with Karla and Juan, because I feel like Karla and Juan were probably the most tame on this episode. And that's why we starting there, because we got to start our way low and then work our way up high. Because what I'm feeling right now from Karla and Juan is that I already knew they weren't going to make it, but they really not going to make it. My feelings were, I thought that Karla was a little more energized. When she came in, she just came in like the Energizer Bunny, y'all. I thought she was just like on 10. But turns out Karla is not. Karla really is more zen and chill. And Juan is getting on her doggone nerves. Like, he literally is irritating and irking her because he is doing the most, like, as far as his playfulness. But something tells me that this is about to change as soon as we meet Work Juan, because we haven't met Work Juan yet. But he did tell her again basically no in so many words. I mean, she asked about her stuff and he said, I think we can get rid of some of your stuff. Ashley, how are you feeling about Karla and Juan when we go to her storage? What was you thinking, first of all, about the storage?
I was thinking, not her being unhoused and acting like money ain't a thing. Girl, and that wasn't even a full storage unit. Now, I don't know about you, but I have been in transition in my early years and had a storage unit, baby. But when I tell you that 12 by 12 was packed to the brim, and when we went in there and all we saw was dirt in a pot and some sound bowls, I said, girl, what kind of vagabond spirit are you running around Chicago with? Like, let's not perpetrate. Again, y'all know I never liked Karla. I felt like she's a liar. I feel like she's a lie and the truth is not in her. And this is the root cause of why Juan is pissing her off, because Juan ain't about to subsidize nothing. Did y'all see his place? Juan ain't got no money either. Listen, this is not what she bargained for. She wanted a boss. She wanted a baller. As much as she said, it's not about coins. I don't want to be taken care of. I'm fine, yada, yada, yada. She does. We've known it since day one. And I think this was just prime time. She went into his home. I mean, he has a beautiful view, but baby, he got the whole flea market in there. Because why is there a crane and a scaffolding in your living room holding the TV, Juan? Like, I don't like it. Looked unkempt. Again, her raggedy duffel bag and her U-Haul box. She's broke too. Like, I don't believe anything she says at this point. I think she is looking for come up. I think she wanted a man with some coin who was going to dote on her. That's why she turned off all that coy stuff like, that's why she turned it off, because Juan ain't going to give her anything. Brokey.
Okay, because she's so unattracted to him right now. Like, you can completely see the difference in her. It's like all of a sudden, don't touch me, don't get near me. He trying to act like it's him, but I really feel like Karla the one who ain't trying to get up under him no more. And Ashley, you might be on to something. Tyra, you think she on to something?
Girl, completely. Like, she thought Juan had money. She thought Juan had some money, and Juan was, projecting himself as to, like I said, roommate. You got a roommate, Juan? Okay, which is fine, be on the up and up with who you are in your building. But Juan was projecting at first, like, I have businesses and I've created this, that, and like he portrayed like he had, some type of means or wealth. And what she did was, because this whole, I was, transitioning, I just so happened. No, she let go of that apartment and put that little stuff she did have, that nothing that she put in storage, because she thought she was going to be a well-kept, pampered princess, and she was going to get her a little rich man, and Juan was going to be spoiling and dolling and just doting on her, and it was going to be, like, how much? This much? This much? This card? Like, yeah, it wasn't that. Juan not giving that, so now she don't know what to do with herself. And you can't come in here, whether that crane is, that dolly trolley, whatever the hell that was holding up that TV. You don't have anything any place to hold up your TV, Karla. So don't come in here. Oh, this has got to go. Look at this worn ass rug. This is practically new. Like, girl, don't you see this luxury? Just like, yeah, this is just. You don't get to do that, and you don't have anywhere to stay. We can't even go look at your home, baby. She timed it. She was like, all right, the show's starting here. I was very specific about what I wanted in a man, and they're going to give me this rich man, and I don't want an apartment. I don't need this apartment. Let me put my little, and I bet you it was a little shoebox apartment too. I don't need this little apartment. Let me throw this little stuff, my little studio, because I'm gonna be well taken care of when I get married to Juan, and I'm not gonna have to ask for anything. And it's not that. And she's not mad at he's just joking, and he doesn't know when to not be, jokester Juan and just be a serious. No, he could have made all the goddamn jokes he wanted to if he was running at money, and he'd not, because he might not have as much as she thought. But yeah, the roommate sent me.
That part was interesting to me too. But what was more interesting was the words that he said when she said she expresses her feelings. She's like, look, in the past, I've moved in with people and this is what happened. There was no space for me. And I got that. I felt Karla in that moment. I was like, okay, at least she's expressing it. But then he's like, well, he basically said, you ain't got ish and you ain't putting ish up in here if we do get past that part.
But EJ, Why is she always moving in with somebody? That's a red flag to me, girl. Why don't you have your own domicile?
That's all I heard. Like last time, like she is looking for Zaddy. She looking to be kept, and she thought Juan was that. And he was like, oh, he looked good and Latina. Oh my God, like he been a rock. Yeah, Juan was checking off boxes, and now he's not anymore, and she's not content.
Okay, because girl, that face right there, I said, okay, Karla, this is going to be interesting. I'm ready to see how they move forward in their therapy session. You can definitely tell that there was some tension. I was like, okay, here we go. But any other thoughts about these two before we move on to our next couple, ladies?
I want them to hurry up and get it over with. Like, you ever see like a couple that you just don't feel anything? Like the way they sitting up there looking on that couch is how I see them. I don't see the kismet. I don't see the steam heat, honey. I don't see nothing between them, and I don't want to. Like, I just really don't care. They are just drab.
Juan said, we cut it off because I'm good for leading with a peen situation. I don't want to do that here. Like, we're taking our time. That's not what y'all were given before because y'all had different perceptions, and it was steam heat at first because it was ooh caliente and whatnot, and now it's not. But I did like everything. I didn't know that they would have I don't know if it was a therapist and a pastor, whoever came. I didn't know that they would have that kind of counseling. I was like, oh, this is nice. They need this on other shows. I really appreciated that aspect in them calling a spade this episode.
Okay. Shout out to Nikki. What is up with the super chat, the $4.99 super chat? As soon as I came in here, I hear Ashley saying, where the hoes at? This is my kind of party. Where the hoes at? Shout out to everybody in the chat. We appreciate all 41 of you for showing up to come and talk about Married at First Sight, y'all. Drop your thoughts and everything in the chat. We're about to move on to the next one.
Yeah, lead is liar, because Juan sat up there and lied when he was like, when I said I completely forgot about her, it wasn't like that. It was in this type of sense. You're a liar. That is not what it was, Juan.
Okay, it was a lot of people lying on this episode. I said it. I said the lies we telling in front of these folks, and somebody got caught on camera telling the lie. And I can't wait to talk about that one because I need to know what y'all was thinking. But meanwhile, we gonna move on over to Camille and Thomas. Okay, why I got what's his name up in here? My bad. You snuck up in that one. But anyway,
you saw the girls. You thought it was Camille.
Oh, my bad. That's so funny to me. But yeah, we just gonna overlook that. So anyway, y'all, we get to see Tom's place. I feel like I didn't see Camille's place. Do Camille got a place? Because I don't feel
they
like
just
we saw
didn't
her.
get there yet. They won't always get to all of the couples or people's houses the first time. So we'll probably still be visiting homes next episode.
Okay, because I was like, what happened to
Hell in
Camille?
these comments, 5-figure discount. Baby, the way Juan was boasting up that a person was like, my heritage is in here. I was like, Juan, please. Please, Juan.
The hammock talking about, I don't think it's anybody else. You right. There is nobody else as special as you with this hammock. You right about that part, bruh. But we got to Camille and Thomas, and we finally got to see Thomas's place because honestly, I won't even lie, y'all. When we got to Thomas's place, I expected to see something that was very immaculate and clean wise. You know what I'm saying? Like just so clean, so neat. Like I'll be scared to touch anything. It's so clean and so tidy, but it wasn't exactly that. So I don't know if we are completely OCD or not at this point. Something is throwing me off with this. It don't fit the profile of what we saw in the beginning, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like something is off there. There was that. And then there was the fact that Camille finally managed to irk me as much as she possibly could. I have been very, very tame with Camille this entire time. Like I have been trying to be understanding. I have been trying to do all the things. But this episode for me, I was just like, girl, just get over it already. We understand that you want a ninja. I get that. But this ain't it. Okay. Like maybe try to embrace it just a little bit because they sound like she wants somebody to, a little bit, but this ain't it. Ashley, I'm sorry, Tyra. Start with Tyra. I'm sorry, Tyra.
Tyra, she want to get hemmed up above the neck area. She want a choke and a stroke at the same time. She want to get slapped around from the back. Like if she says smoothness or smooth one more damn time, Camille, please. Like you know, I feel like, you know, he had a knife in his pocket in the beginning. But Thomas is exactly who he is. He can only change and have wiggle room for so much that it's just like, well, you know, like a quirk or no, this is who he is. Like some people just don't have that flair, that flavor, that hood. She want a hood ninja. That's what she's looking for, and he doesn't have that. Like when she said it's almost like dating a white man, I was like, well, hold on. Thomas isn't that. Like he's, you know, he's different. I would rather her try to embrace them. And if it's just like, oh, okay, babe, these are the spaces that you like to come to that are maybe more so predominantly white. Cool. You know, next week I'm gonna take you to a couple of spots. Maybe you'll like those. Maybe you've never been there. Like just embrace it and, you know, make things interchangeable and move with him as a person. Like you gonna let that be your hang up? Like I'm not understanding. And if it's just, you know, if she's expecting Thomas to be swagged out and that's not him. There are certain things that you can't change. And I didn't think that she would let this be the major hiccup in their relationship. It's like it stifled her completely to where she's not even attracted to him. I was like, well, girl, I don't know, but like I said, I didn't put stock in none of these couples, none of them. And this is why you could see it. Like there was some discontent, and it was like, you know, all of them had the same story, or it was maybe a steam heat situation when we got married, and then once they really sat and got to know these people during that little vacation, it's just like, oh, you're like, oh, like white. Like, okay, yeah, but that's me. I think she's asking for too much, and I really do feel like it's childish. Honestly, I'm sorry.
It is childish. Ash, there was a moment where I was just kind of like, I was overwhelmed with Camille, and I never really thought I would get to this point with her, where she says, where they go to the closet, right? And I see that this man has a pair of J's in his closet, and I'm just like, he got a pair of J's. I mean, how much more of a ninja do you need him to be? Like,
no,
let's stop.
It was the comedy or whatever part when she was like that joke he made about the toothbrush in the book. Like I was like, why are you reading into that so hard? And Thomas was like, well, I wasn't trying to be funny, or, you know, I didn't know it was like a chance for romance. Like I was just, you know, it was just like she's being really anal with stuff now. Like, oh no, girl, you can get out my face and Thomas' face.
And that joke wasn't that bad. It was when I read, I had to run it back because I was like, why is she so upset? Right. So I ran it back twice and I tried to figure it out. I said, what was the problem? Ash, did you see a problem? I didn't see a problem.
She said it wasn't attractive. It wasn't sexy.
It gave very much immature, the amount of time she repeated that, girl. And then you go sit down with the experts and waste your questions talking about this joke about flossing. At least he flossed his teeth. Now, what we're not going to do is act like this man ain't attractive. Let him try to do something for you, sis, before you make all these judgments. If I heard swag, I could go forever now without hearing he don't have swag. He not swaggy. He not swaggadocious. Girl, are you swaggy? Do you have swag? What does this have to do with anything? I'd be worried about the white refrigerator. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about these burners with stuck on grime in the kitchen. I'm worried about the stuff in the dish drain. Like, those are the things I'm questioning, Camille. Are you worried about if he got swag, if he gonna pop his collar, if he got a pair of J's? Like, I told y'all this was gonna be her issue because he did give weatherman and news anchor, and I was like, okay, is it gonna be about that or maybe her not feeling comfortable? But no, it's not even that deep. She feels fine to be herself. She just wants him to change. And this is my issue and my ought with the experts, because they're going to do this every time. They're going to gaslight people. And I think, sometimes they will come with wisdom. However, they play in these people's faces because they act like they're so invested in these terrible matches that they made. But when they talk to him, well, he'll change for you. He can get some swag. He can do that. Why are you trying to make these people change? Why did you match these people with the intent to change? Why can't we just come together and be ourselves? If Camille wanted a thug, get that heifer a thug, he will never ever be that. Now he might be able to blow her back out. That's what I think she wants. I don't think she thinks he'll choke her out and give it to her right. That's the problem. But I think if she give him a chance,
she might be surprised.
She might just learn something, EJ. She might learn something. But no, it was very shallow. It gave very immature. And again, she's full grown. She's what, like early mid 30s. Girl, stop it and stop shaming this man. Like she done already made him cry on the honeymoon saying this foolishness. Now she's bringing it back to Chicago. He is who he is. You're either going to accept him and his caucasity, or you need to leave him where you found him, and let's not belabor the point. I can't stand that. It feels like people are trying to tear someone down. Like you said it 18 times. If he don't have swag by now, he's never going to have any. And that's okay.
Don't get me started with them experts, because I noticed that, and I noticed it real heavy when we get over there with the unfavorables of the cast. Like, certain things we shouldn't be like, oh, he'll fix that. Like, if it's for the marriage or for the good of the unit, just do it. Like, this is growth. I was like, no. If this is who he is, like, what is he supposed to do? Fake? Yeah, what's up? Like, what do we want him to do exactly? I'm confused.
Girl, that's the part that I really need to get to. Like, she keeps saying that it can't be explained. Well, then it must not exist, because dang it, if you can't explain it, it doesn't exist to me. Now, do I understand what she's trying to say? I already told y'all what she wants. She wants somebody who can, like, just hump it.
That's the thing. I can see if they actually like took that step and it was like, well, the sex wasn't even. You didn't even gave him a chance, or just like, I don't know.
And you know what else, Tyra? This is what irks me so badly. You've been doing this all your dating life, dating these men that got swag. What has that gotten you? Why don't you take a chance on somebody who doesn't have the quote unquote swag? Because I actually like Tom's demeanor. I think he's very respectful. Tom is not a bad looker. These tattoos he's given a lot. The way that he dresses, it is very. Have you seen how some of these people dress with the pants down and all this stuff? Like, don't nobody want to do all that. You got a man that got his pants up and they not too tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he even made a point to try to. And he's cute. Like I think that you should be like, I think any woman would be like, oh, okay, I could walk down the street with him. It's not like he dressed like weird.
She's biracial. She's biracial too, right?
Biracial girl.
Like that's the like. What if he sat there and told her like, you're not black enough? Because that's what she's saying.
That's what she's saying.
You're not black enough. Like, and we're acting like it's okay for her to say this. Like, no, you're wrong. And if he said that to her, it would be a damn issue.
And don't let a clear person even approach any of this stuff. Oh, you have Jordan. You're like, girl, stop it. We are not monolithic. Let that man be who he already has emotional issues. We know this. I'm like, you're trying to send him over the edge, ma'am? Stop. Like, damn.
And that's what it feels like she's trying to do. When we get to the end, I don't know if you guys looked at the very ending, because Tom was on here this time. And he talked about that. He kind of actually discussed that. And I agreed with what he said. Like, we are all different people. Yes, we are Black, but we are different. We are not all the same. Like, there are plenty of Black people that I know that ain't never seen certain things that we would say that every Black person should have seen. They like other stuff. They not necessarily checking for this. They speak a different way, and they may not speak like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a little ratchet in me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a little ghetto talk in me a little bit. But I have friends that absolutely they do not. Like, everybody's just different and they like different things. We're a beautiful shade of people. We're eclectic, and that's what makes Black people, in my opinion, just so dope, is that we are not the same. Period. And you cannot judge someone's what is that? You don't have enough, because that's what she's been telling him the whole time. You're not Black enough.
That EJ, where he's on that couch, because he felt blindsided when they got there. Like, oh, I didn't know you. It was, like, I wish you would have been that honest and that transparent with me. I would have liked to have heard that from you, but I guess like he didn't like that. And I think her age is showing too.
That too, because I didn't realize she was as younger as, like, because I see it, I have it up here now. She's 32 years old, but even at 32 years old, you should know better and know that this is not the right approach to anything. Like, it's just not cool when it's all said and done, because I know that if he did this, everybody would be on his neck and he would be the worst person in the world. You know what I'm saying? But it feels like she's getting a pass. And on this episode, I was just tired of it, y'all. I'm sorry. It was just irking me.
Yeah,
I've been rooting for her.
This little scene where she's talking to her friend and I was trying to listen and it got really, I was like, okay, girl, hell no. I wish I would sit here for this and hear more phonic, more fiesque, more like we need smoothness. Yeah, smooth swag. Like, girl, shut up, Camille.
And when the experts asked her, well, what is smooth? Well, it's not talking about flossing. Girl, shut up. That's your only example. Like, be serious. She's not one of them Chicago hood. Listen, that's what she want. And clearly that hasn't worked for her. So she needs to open her eyes and not miss this blessing if that's what he is.
You know why it didn't work? Because I'm sure a lot of them, the one she liked, didn't think she was black enough.
Well,
that might be the thing. And that's what I was thinking. I was like,
I think she's projecting, like, totally. I think this is what has been done to her, and she's like, oh, like, I'm feeling it now. Like, he's really not. Yeah, somebody, I think a few of her, the ones that she liked, told her, like, you know, she probably approached somebody like, you know, I was like, I'm sorry, mommy, like, you're not really, you know, my flavor. Like, you know, I like a little around the way filet. It's not giving that.
Okay, because that's the thing with me is like every time she says that, and we all know what she's saying, I'm looking at her and I'm listening to her and I'm thinking like, one could say the same thing about you, but you know, I'm not gonna say it because I got common sense enough to know that we're all different. But if I were gonna be petty, I could definitely be petty and be like, girl, you are missing a few of the blackness genes if they so exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Because he's like, we gonna get it in soon. Like, I just know, like, we're clicking. It's like, yeah, I'm not attracted to you. Like, whoa. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was definitely blindsided by this all, and I felt so bad for him. I just felt bad for him because I was like, and the last thing I felt bad about was when he didn't give her a critique. You could tell that maybe he might have wanted to, but instead he made it about himself. That says that this man is trying. And Camille just irked me so badly. I was like, oh, and he don't even want to say nothing bad about you because the way I would have been so petty, girl, everything she would have done would have been scrutinized. You gonna get in front of company and act up? Oh yeah, come on. You want listen?
You see her face when he was like, yeah, there'll probably be some things about you that he made. And she was like, what could he possibly want to change about me?
Exactly. But y'all, any other thoughts about this couple? We still haven't seen her crib yet, so we still have yet to see how that works out. But it was nice to see that maybe Tom is not as OCD as I thought. Any other thoughts?
Not at all. That leaves like more wiggle room. I thought it was gonna be real anal in there. I was like, oh no, he has room. He said that one thing, like, you know, that little candles for decoration. I maybe have, you know, put that back. Cool. But it wasn't like everything in its place. I was like, that's cool. That means there's room for you to come in, you know, express things that you like, what you want to do, what you want to put up. Like, there's room for a wife. This home is this the part, whatever it is. These are clean slates. Like, she's like, there's not like, a lot of these women here, I didn't know what they were expecting from these men. Like, have y'all been to a lot of men? I mean, maybe not these new Instagram baddie men who be decking it out for views and clicks and stuff. Most men, they ain't decorators. Okay.
We know that.
He was like, bear. I'm like, what was you looking for? Like, what was you expecting exactly? Because I don't know what you was looking for. Because it was everything that I expected.
I loved what he said in the after show. He's like, men in relationships live differently than single men do. And that's true. He's like, I ain't got to do all this when I'm by myself. I'm cool with it. When a woman enters my space, I'm willing to accommodate her. And I love that. Get a clue and a vision, Camille. That's what I need her to do. Act like you got some sense.
Absolutely. Y'all, let's move on to the next one because there is another couple that we got to talk about. And this one right here, you know, ironically, when Michelle is the person that I had the least agitation towards, you know, that's saying something.
Excuse me?
That is saying I had the least agitation towards her. Like,
I
wasn't artist. I usually am.
I think she redeemed it by the end. I was proud of Michelle for her little step.
That's what I'm saying. I was least irked by her this. Now, I'm not saying that she wasn't, you know, in Michelle factor, but I am saying that I was less irked by her than I have been in the past. I mean, she did a few things and I was like, oh, okay, Michelle actually tried.
Michelle was annoying as hell. I don't know what episode y'all were watching.
It was moments, okay? Like it was
moments. She drives moments into the ground. She drives things into the ground. If you're gonna sit here and read into me just stating that, it's cool in here, it's simple. She wanted him to dote and just be impressed by this apartment. I was like, girl, go to hell. I didn't like her at all.
I liked it when she was like, oh, I planned some things. I want us to get out and actually hang out. That's the part I like. Now, I still don't like her, but I did like that.
She didn't plan nothing. She went and did a screenshot. She typed in Google things to do with your husband, things to do with your man, and she screenshotted it. She ain't gonna want to do. She don't want to do nothing with this man. She don't like this man, and she's trying to force it. The fact that they opened their mouths and stated in the open, how would you be with a man who maybe still lives at home? Like, how would that? And it was just like, no, you should have put your stamp on it. Hell no, I have no interest. Like they gave you. Yeah, they gave you exactly what you asked for, and now it's an issue. Like, and it's small things. She just keeps digging, like the way don't you dare compare me to you. What do you mean your place is just as simple as mine? And I was like, he wasn't being arrogant and trying to berate you. It's like, I worked hard for everything I got. How dare you address anything in this queendom as simple? Girl, you're simple.
I ain't gonna lie to you now. Those parts did irk me. So let me be clear about this. Michelle is still trash, and I do not like Michelle. But Michelle in the past has really, really just made me like on a level 20. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'll be 1,000.
I was on a 20. I guess I was there alone. Okay, Chad, were you on 20s with me? I was on a 20. Like the quicker she could have got off my screen, the better. I didn't like the way she interacted with him this episode. Them like, I don't know what this is. This moving out. She don't like this man. She don't want him to touch her. She don't want him near her. She don't want to bond with him. There's nothing. And the fact that she's trying to, I just, for the sake of the situation, I just want to try and get you don't want to try to get anything out of this. You're lying. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to that man over there, and you're lying. And the way he just takes it, what pisses me off is if a Black woman showed up the same way she does here in the show, it would be a goddamn problem.
Oh, like, absolutely.
The way that she shows up and she's big and she's problematic and she always has something snotty to say, and it's just like, and he just takes it and it's just, okay, like and they're just rationalizing all of her BS. Like, get her out of my face, pronto.
Now, I did like how they did try to call her out on a few things, because they did try to call her out on a few things, but I felt like we could have went in a little bit harder on Michelle, because I feel like from the beginning, Michelle has been my agitation because of the fact that she keeps harping on this one thing and we can't just let it go, because like I said, I would have took that free trip and kept it pushing. But now to learn this key piece of information, Ashley, because this is major. Michelle lied in all of our faces and played in every last single one of our faces. She made us think that this is not the type of man she wanted, when this indeed was the man that she asked for. And this is the man that she got. I understand. One more thing. I understand that he didn't say exactly what his plan was. I get that, because that's been most people's issue, right? That he not saying, boom, boom, this what I'm going to do. But she kind of asked for this, Ash.
Well, here's the thing. Did she ask or did they tell? Because when they're having this initial conversation with her, and this is during the matchmaking period, so they already have him in mind for her. They go to her and they say, well, what if he lives at home? What if that's the case? But he's ready to move out as soon as he gets married. He's ready to buy a house. He's ready to do all that. And she's like, well, okay, as long as he's not going to be, living there, whatever. Here's the thing. She did have the expectation. Dr. Pia did set that expectation up for her. However, the fact that the experts got in her face and gaslit her about it being acceptable that he's an almost 40-year-old man living in his mama and them basement, I think both things can be true. In my mind, mind. I mean, I'm just glad they didn't do this to a black woman again, because they've done this for a couple times over the course of Married at First Sight, matching an upwardly mobile black woman with a man who was living in a basement or in a spare bedroom somewhere, right? But here's the thing. Don't try to justify her and gaslight her into thinking that, oh, he's ready. He's got all this together. He's this man. He can love you. He can take care of you. It's like, nah, sis, just settle. It's fine. He lives in his mama's basement and he don't do his own laundry and he can't pay no bills. That's okay, girl, because we told you we're going to run the clip back. We're going to embarrass you and, you know, give you this hypothetical, knowing we were finna match you with I'm not going to call this man a bum. I don't know what he does on his second shift, y'all. I don't. But what I do know is that it is not unreasonable. Women, PSA, men, it is not unreasonable at that big gargantuan age to have an expectation that a person lives independently. There is nothing wrong with you for wanting that. The issue is Michelle's character and her attitude. That's the only thing I've taken out with, right? The dragging it, the berating him, the making him feel small, that's not necessary. You can walk away, sis. You don't have to accept it. It's the fact that the expert sat in her face and we're like, no, but he can love you. He loves his family. Love don't pay the rent. Love don't pay these bills, Bookie. I'm sorry. Like, that's the part that gets me, because both can be true. She did know, but I don't think any woman has to accept that. Find someone who is fine with it. But y'all know who this couple was.
That was trash.
Like
I'll say that. I did not expect the experts to go there. I was like, well, hold up. What? Hold on. I was like, what? I read, because I told you I'd be listening. I was like, hold on. I went back and said, rewind it. Roll that beautiful bean footage. What'd you say? And it was like, what's your problem? Like, why are you hovering on it? This is a new experience. This could be growth for the both of you. Like there's potential here. Like something's wrong with her wanting him to have. I could be set with David. They are acting like, when did he present a plan? When did he present that layout of that business plan of his year one of marriage? These are the steps I'm taking. Baby, I won't be in this basement long. This is my savings. I've been said that. We have yet to see that, which makes me believe you don't have one. You don't have one. Like, what does she have to? It's like they're expecting her to prove herself, go through the process, accommodate who he is and what he's lacking, accept everything, and then it's just like, okay, now you're worthy to know my 4-year plan. Like, what? What the hell are you talking about? What are y'all talking about? Like, who in their right mind? Even though she feel, so accomplished with her apartment, girl, hooray. But what grown ass woman in their right mind is going to want to be with a man who lives with his parents in the basement and you're content with it? And he keeps, it's just been this long. I just do this. You're just really damn comfortable. You're just really damn comfortable. I don't feel like this is his first time. Like, I feel like he's a go-homer. Those say, I move out, go back home. Like, you see how he got it all set up down there? Girl, it just made me, I felt like so much embarrassment for him when he was like, so, now that you see my spot, change your mind about anything? Like, no, absolutely not. Still the same. Yeah, no, I feel the same about it. Like the keg of it all, it's like, it's my darts, where I practice, gotta keep them darts going. But it's the laundry, but we're not doing the laundry at the same time. She's like, yeah. So he just keeps giving her ammo.
I mean, he does do that. He does definitely give her the ammo.
And just on the way there, it's like, and he's so accommodating, so sweet, so whatever. And he's coasting on honesty. She's honest with me. I just love that about her. She tells me, that's because you don't have no plan. You don't have no plan. You're not offering anything substantial except for your shift, whatever that is. You're not offering anything substantial. You guys are already not cohabitating. She was like, were you surprised? He was like, actually, you did me a favor. I was like, whoa, like, get your ass out of here, girl. Maybe we can get there one day to where we cohabitate, but that's cool. Like, go on. And she's like, I don't want to bring, she don't even want to bring her pets in there. Like, I don't want you to touch my cat.
That was funny.
I don't want you to touch that cat or this cat. Just stay over there, David. Like, I just don't know.
That was completely funny. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Like, I'm willing to give David the benefit of the doubt. I do want to hear what his actual plan is, but I just don't want Michelle to keep harboring on it. I don't know. I just want to. I want to hear. I just want to hear it. I just want to see if he has one.
EJ. He
You
said,
ain't
I
even
can
like
be
No
loyal.
plan, man.
He said, I
Ain't
can
no
be
plan.
honest. I can be honest. I can be loyal. I can love you. You know, that's where I'm at. That's what I have to give. Experts were like, yes, he has love. He can love you, girl. But can he?
Listen, we gonna see. We gonna see. All I know is that.
Doing.
I mean, this was for television, though. This was funny. I'm sorry, but this was really funny at the end of the day because she got caught with her hand in the cookie jar. She said it, and I love how you did that, Ashley. You did try to flip that around, but your girl said it. She should have been more specific in what she wanted.
It wasn't intentional because we were worried about the optics and the physical and light skinned black man with like. You were worried, you were focused on the wrong things. They took that and was like, oh, that's what you probably don't really want. You gave them like some little fuel. It was like, we're gonna intentionally give you a man with no real prospects who lives in the damn basement. Like,
and see what happens.
Let me be very clear though, EJ. If he'd have been fine, and she'd have been attracted to him, oh baby, she wouldn't be this same person.
You wouldn't care? Okay. Because I was thinking that too.
She would care, but she wouldn't be the same person. If he was big, fine, the light-skinned black man she wanted was not him, ma'am.
It's not him.
It was not.
It's Moana. Make way. It's Moana.
Oh, Lord.
Baby,
So,
it wasn't this.
So
one.
you believe that if he had been actual fine, like really fine, and had the same living situation, although it would have still mattered. Do you think she would have kept harping on it the way that she did?
Here's what we can do.
I got us.
I know white women like this. Baby, here's what we can do. Okay. You don't have it right now. Okay. So you're in the basement right now, but you're fine. Right. And we got this sexual chemistry. We're going to make it work. We're going to come up with a 30-day plan. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to do this. I'm going to do this, and we're going to make this thing work. If the D was ding and he was just tall enough, had a little bit of thug in him, a full beard that connect, and didn't look like Grumpy Bear or the genie in the lamp, it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be all this.
We should have said, Ashley, baby, what can I do to help you?
What can I do to help you?
What do I need to do to get you the way you need to be your best self?
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Because did y'all notice when they're on the expert's couch and he's like, well, y'all gave me everything I wanted. You know, she's blonde, white, blue eyes. And she's looking like, no, you didn't give me everything that I wanted.
And she lied again.
No, when she was like, oh, you actually like, you brought some women into this. They came in this basement and did what? Where do we sit? There's no couch. You don't have a living room. You know, there's always the bed. She's like, you would never get me in a bed.
She did lie again because she made it seem like she didn't ask for anything physical, and that's all I can remember is her asking for something physical. All I remember is the light-skinned black man.
Yeah, a ride or die. Light-skinned black man.
That's what she got. That's a ride or die. He wants. I'm telling you, some people he's been coasting on. I like how he keeps hovering on the gym and like, I'm a gym body. You see the workout equipment, all my sports stuff in the house. And it's like, yeah, he's been coasting because I'm sure that there are women. David isn't, a bad looking man. And somebody is, going up for David. And that's been, I'm sure he got plenty of ass in that basement. But he finally met somebody who's like, yeah, all of this, I'm not attracted to you physically or emotionally in any way. You're just not doing anything for me.
Because I think that's more so what it is that
go have ice cream. It's a girl. Then we could go get, a tarot card reading. I'm like, what are you doing?
That was funny.
Go to like a psychic, get a reading. We could like go to the park. She's just girl. And
she was proud of herself. She said, look at me.
I ain't come up with nothing because I wasn't sure. I didn't think you wanted to do anything with me.
I didn't think you wanted to look at me. She don't.
That was funny though. No, I mean, at the end of the day, they said it, y'all. I'm gonna go with y'all. I'm gonna go with my girls on this one. David ain't got no plan apparently. I've been trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, trying to, see where his plan was. He wasn't ready to let it go yet.
EJ,
I believe you.
No, EJ, I want you to take a hard look at David.
I believe you.
Everything you've seen up to this episode. Do you really think deep down he has?
Listen, I'm trying to give David the benefit of the doubt, okay? Okay,
No,
somebody
ma'am.
got to help David. Listen, Michelle been harping on him. Somebody got to be nice to him.
David has conditioner for those curls and scrunchies. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what he
saying
got.
because that side ponytail is so unserious. I wouldn't take. Here's the thing about a confident man with a plan. He's going to come in leading with confidence. David don't do that. David came in like, well, I'm comfortable. I like it. My mama folds my drawers. She cooks my meals. I'm never leaving. Why go? He said, because I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. I love it here. He did not enter the room like a man with a plan, ready to be a husband, ready to take on the responsibility of wife. And like I said, that side ponytail is so unserious. And the flip, I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair. Like, sir, how many, like, I just, no.
I got
EJ.
one more, and then we're gonna move on from Michelle and David. But I got one more, and it's just one other point to make, and it's more cultural than anything because somebody does mention it on the show, and it is a kind of a cultural thing. Is that in some cultures, living with your family is not seen as a negative connotation per se. You know what I'm saying? And I think that also plays a part in why he's so comfortable with it, and he probably don't have a plan. You know, he's just comfortable with what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But
TJ, you can't be that. It would be different if he wanted to date within his culture or something closer to it. You want a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman. Strong-minded, and I want them to tell me honest, like bold, just like the women in my family, blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman. And that's exactly what you got. What woman of substance in that way, blonde hair, blue-eyed, whatever, is going to be okay with you offering nothing?
No, I understand completely. I get it. But I do have to, paint a picture for David. I'm trying to just put them.
Here's the thing. But let's be serious, EJ, though. Let's be serious. In those cultures that you're referring to, these people are not in there twiddling their thumbs. When they're ready to get married, pay their bride price, do all that, they out here buying houses cash, EJ. They got stuff saved, stocks and investments. This man does not. Baby, he might have $2,000 in an account somewhere. This man is not saving.
This exact number.
He spend as soon as he get it. He said, "Money's to spend. I can't take it with me." That's what he said to Keisha on an after show.
No. As soon as he said here, he was like, "Yeah, she puts a lot of stock and finances and put like that's not." I don't put any stock there. It's giving money doesn't matter. Like I just never cared.
So him and Karla need to be together. Okay, I got it.
Girl, please, but she lying. It's different. He's honest. It doesn't matter to him. It doesn't have to be a factor. And he keeps throwing that rent out there. How much rent are you paying in that basement? I want to know. I get groceries. Every single time we see David, he gives baby boy energy. I put gas in the car. I put groceries in the house when I'm over there. I pay the phone bill. Like, you should be. Why are you acting like that's commendable? Yeah. Like I'm not just living there. And they were just gaslighting. Like, yeah, didn't you hear what the man said? He pays rent in there. Why you don't want this? Because
they selling a show. They selling a show.
The only problem with Michelle is that she is being ignorant and really nasty about it with her attitude. That's it. Other than that, she has every right to just feel some type of way. But that's what happens when you present yourself in a shallow way. And I just want light-skinned black man. And be intentional.
Exactly. Now that I 100% agree with. We should have had a little more intent behind what it was we were looking for. And I think that as the show is supposed to be, it's supposed to be salacious. It's supposed to be out there. I don't think this show was really created to really put people together. I think it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, and that's make stuff like this happen. I thought it was genius. It was funny.
It really was originally intended to be love. Like if you go back and watch the first season ever, you'll be like, okay, I see the roots of this. Now it's just a spectacle.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's interesting. But listen, that's funny. Okay, that's what's up. Somebody had some real intent, because girl. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, let's go to the next one, y'all. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I gotta fix myself to talk about this one. Madison and Allen. I think I have more respect for Allen after we got into this episode than I ever had before. I've always liked Allen. He's always been a little quirky, a little weird, but Allen really came into this really trying to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? That the guy, that the person that he is, he hasn't tried to change for anyone, but I think this is another example where you guys talk about how the experts really was gaslighting people. And I was so disappointed in the experts in this because nobody mentioned the big thing in the room. How you just gonna leave that man the day you get there? And I'm sorry, y'all. She was not out with no girlfriend. She did not spend the night at no girlfriend's house. She was somewhere getting the D for real. And let's just be clear about that. She was not out doing that. And the fact that Allen is all like, good morning. And the fact that she wouldn't have been eating my watermelon, that's the problem right there. She would have choked on that watermelon. She would have found something. You know what? I ain't gonna show y'all that side of me yet. Ashley.
The way.
Go for it.
Oh, I was just going to say, the way after this harlot stayed out all night running the streets of Chicago, you know, like my mama said, ain't nothing open after 2 but legs and liquor stores. That heifer knows how to get home. You mean to tell me, oh, I fell asleep on the couch. I didn't mean to stay out all night. Yeah, you did, because you were up to poetry ways. You were out here hoeing. Like, let's be very clear. And the fact that even with all that, even though he was alone in that damn hot tub by himself making Instagram reels, he said, I think enough of her to get her some breakfast in the morning, to get her coffee, get a Mr. and Mrs. mug. Like, I'm gonna, still. And also, when I get into the experts, I'm not even gonna air her out that she didn't come home last night. I'm not going to be the one to say those things because I respect this situation so much and I want it to work. Allen is a king among men to me. His well-appointed home, and that's when you saw the attitude switch. If you go back to Love is Blind UK, you'll see this happens with these raggedy hoes a lot of the time. When they get into the man's home and they say, "Oh, he got something." Look at this kitchen. Did you did this? And he's like, yeah, I do a little something here and there. The attitude changes. Oh, you've been to the gym 4 times in the last 3 days. Okay. He wants this to work. He's doing the work. He's changing all elements of himself. And it pisses me off because like I said before, Allen don't need to change for her. Why is she is not giving him anything so deep that to me would justify him altering his life. Let me put you in my beautiful Jaguar. How they say it? Jaguar. You know what I'm saying? Let me ride you through the streets in my little sports car. Let me dote on you. Let me do all of these things. And there's just no reciprocation for me. This is going to end very badly. I think he's investing 100% and she's giving 2% at this point. I'm overseeing her. I'm overseeing her with that side braid ponytail. I'm overseeing them hats. I'm just seeing her, period, and the way she's playing in his face. Because then we get to the experts and there's just no attraction. There's no chemistry. You haven't given the opportunity to be any chemistry. You're repulsed when he reaches out his hand. He can't touch your thigh. He can't touch the small of your back. He can't touch your shoulder, ma'am. Like, you can't stand to even be alone with him for the first night. Like, I'm just so disgusted. And again, I feel like all of this constant, like, oh, you don't take care of yourself. I need a man who's going to look like this, do this, be this, I feel like it's messing with his self-esteem. And I think when you give so much and a person's continually tearing you down, it's the recipe for disaster and like an eruption. He's gonna blow up at some point. He has to.
And I can't wait for it. I'm ready for the blow up because the way that she's been playing in Allen's face is just ridiculous. And can we just give it up for Allen's car? Because Allen's car was given. I was looking for a hoopty. I said, Alan, what you talking about a hoopty? I said, hold on, wait a second. Is my definition of hoopty ain't been what I thought it was? Like, wait a minute now. This is not a hoopty, but okay. But yeah, Allen got some cash stacked away, but we do know that Allen is in finance, and so it is what it is. Tyra, Madison, Allen, what's your thoughts?
This disgusting hoe, like this disgusting, disturbing hoe who doesn't want to look like a disgusting, disturbing hoe on TV, so she's trying to save face. Like she just doesn't want to look. She wants to look. Oh, well, I tried. No, you didn't. You didn't. Like. I really don't like her. I really don't like her. As much as I can't stand Michelle in the way, at least Michelle is honest about, I don't want you. Like, she does not want Allen. Ain't nothing wrong with Allen. Like, the way that she was waiting, like, she just kept digging and trying to find flaws and, oh, look at all the hats. And, like, what's wrong with anything? Like, Alan is fun as hell. Alan is fun. Alan got a chicken in the trunk. It's like, yeah, I'm fixing it for my niece. Like, yeah, like, Alan is fun. He is a giver. He's supportive. He's attractive despite what she wants to think. Like, I like that he has a little fun to his dressing, and he's not. I'm like, what amazing like frocks has she worn? What is she talking about? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, she is annoying as hell. And the fact that them pissy people sat across from him was like, it's gonna kill you. Like, go to the gym. You know, hey, it's gonna go kill you. Like, for the better of the, like, get help. Like, he don't need to change anything about himself. There's nothing wrong with him. She's sitting there talking to Alan like he is obese. Like, what are you talking about? What like, I'm just really, really annoyed because you could tell that Alan is trying really hard and he is really sensitive. And when this goes left, he is going to be really hurt. And that's going to piss me off even more. Because, what you're not going to do is act like you were out with a friend and then try to gaslight me to feel like it was okay. Like, and then get on that little after show and lie and talk about you were there and I maybe could have handled it differently. Like, no, you were somewhere getting stretched out because you don't want to get stretched out by Alan because you just find him so repulsive. When were you attractive, ho? I'm confused. Like, she just don't give that. All these standards that she is spewing out, and I just need him, and I just want, even if he was doing all those things, Alan still wouldn't be that for you. You just don't want him. And it's better you say that now and consider his feelings and him as a person. He's been nothing but kind to her. Alan got a bag. Alan got a hoopty. Let me put that in my lexicon. What the hell is a hoopty? A hoopty is your face. Your face is a fucking hoopty. Like, I really don't like it. I don't like it. Like, just be honest. Before feelings get mixed up. And if you do all of this just to build up to you being a whole of Babylon somewhere, that just makes it even worse. Like, you got on TV to be that, even though you want to be such a likable person. Talking about, yeah, we matched you two up. Like, the both of you are people pleasers. That ain't no damn people pleaser. What are we talking about? Where is she a people pleaser? Like, Alan is definitely a people pleaser because the way she couldn't, girl, you would get out of my face. You would get the hell out of my face. And she's looking. It looks better in here than I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be wacky. Like, girl, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Alan has the perfect like mixture of being serious, business, moving with intent, having, talking about $2,000 in the account. Alan got way more than that. I'm sure he has some savings, and he really, really wants a wife and a family, and that's why he is dealing with this BS from this heifer. Rapunzel better get the hell out of my face soon. I can't wait until she's found out and she is stomped out and slapped to the ground. Even though I know that ain't gonna happen, but some need to happen. She needs to just go. Okay, girl, go. It don't come back. I'm sorry.
All of that, all of what you said, and then some, because the way that Madison is just so disrespectful. This is just disrespectful. And then she tried to set it up, y'all. This is what irked me even more about her. She tries to set up the fact, like, so there might be times, like, I spend a lot of time with my family. Ma'am, stop playing. Ain't nobody having that many sleepovers as no adult. You ain't sleeping over nobody's house that often. Stop playing with me right now.
Did you see the preview for next episode? Oh, I'm having a spa day. You're gonna have to leave.
That means you have to leave.
Where I'm leaving? They're gonna have a spa
day over here. This dusty YouTube.
Okay. Look, everybody just mute their mics and say it. Okay.
Why would you treat anyone like that? Why? Like, why?
Okay.
I don't get it.
I know. We need about 3-4 more of them because that's exactly what she acted like. That was just horrible. And I loved his hats. Y'all know I love hats. And those hats were so dope.
And we know Alan got black friends. Like, what are we talking about here? Alan be outside, girl. You the flavorless one.
Exactly.
You're the I'm just waiting for maybe a date night to where it's like, hey, like, because she acts like she gives, but we have yet to see her, and we're not going to see it because she don't want to go nowhere with this man. She's embarrassed how she's acting.
And for what? Like, I studied this man's face in this episode. There is literally nothing wrong with Alan. He is not abhorrent. He's actually decent looking. I don't get why they're making this a thing.
You should have seen that little rock she did when the pre-pastor was like, "Oh, you guys look really good together. You compliment each other so well." She's like, "Oh God."
They do. Like,
Oh, me and Alan?
They do actually, because I don't get it. Like, she keeps making him to be this unattractive, like he a troll or something. I'm like, girl, what is wrong with Alan? Alan has all the swag, and I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. All I'm wishing is that they could go ahead and just swap Alan with MM, and I think we would have a match. Like, I think
that would be
we would
so
have
good.
a vibe right there.
That would be so good. That would be so freaking good.
I think if they were really trying, like if they were doing it for real, and they weren't just playing and trying to get ratings and, you know what I'm saying, and clicks and likes and trying to make sure the show's going to get another, they would have actually maybe put them together, because I think that would have been something, they would have been on the same, I think it would have been a vibe. Alan wouldn't have been, we'll get to this. The way he keeps it. Took me there. What's up to everybody in the chat? Y'all keep your comments coming, y'all, because I know this episode, it didn't seem like it was a lot, but at the same time, it was. All right. Any other things about, because I can't wait to see this heifer house. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I want to see, because I don't think you can see her house. And I want to see her house because she do the most too. But I love Alan. Alan is dope, and I hope that he finds love. I hope that he finds real love and somebody who really wants to be with him. Because let me tell you, whoever get with Alan, y'all gonna be comfortable. What Karla wants, you gonna get with Alan, and that's really he can cook too. Stop playing with me. And he got
was trying to play on and wow. You know what pissed me off the most? The way she was being anal about his dog. Like, and I hate that she plays it off, and it's just like, we're not gonna get a whole word in, huh? Every hour he's gonna rip up something, rip up a pillow. Is that pillow fluff on the floor? Oh, look at him, he's humping stuff. Oh, that dog's gonna be something, isn't it? Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, Heifer.
I love this comment, y'all. The way that I've been saying that for the longest, but he just can't do it on television because he know it would, you know, like he just can't do it. But that's what he want to do. I'm telling y'all that's what it is. But anyway, Ashley, any other thoughts about Madison and Allen before we move on to our
no? Let's get down to the broke down cankly hotep. Let's go and get over there because I'm ready. I've been waiting.
Listen, you got the flow, boo. Go right ahead. Let's get to him.
The way he basically said, "Hey, big money. Okay, big money. How many TVs you got? This show, I could put my whole apartment in this front room. Oh, that's an air fryer. It pulls down. Sir, act like you've been somewhere in your life." And then talking about, oh, my meager accommodations. Okay, you live in the hood. It's an Airbnb because why is there a drop box on the door that says put your keys here? I had to stop it, pause it, and look back. First of all, your front door doesn't even open. What are you doing with the money from the sales of these books, sir? Where is the money going? What is it subsidizing in your one room flat? Okay, like it's just the sheer audacity and the idea that you're out here looking for a unicorn and that MM is not worthy of your touch, your gaze, your affection, and you're out here living in squalor and degradation. Like there would never be a time, never be a reason, never be a universe where he should even be able to enter into her orbit. As soon as I get a chance to speak with the experts, they get the business because stop playing on Black women's time and in their faces. Because last episode, he sat there and told this group of white people that this beautiful Black woman was less than desirable. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't put my Peter Weeder in there. Sir, we'll find a safe place in a well-appointed home to stick it somewhere. Because as of right now, it won't even fit in your apartment probably. It's that small. I am very much aggravated by even the concept, the visuals of all this. I was pissed off because you shouldn't even have her address at this point. And the fact that you said, oh, well, she's just a little rigid, blah, blah. They're asking about, have you talked about the future? No, because he doesn't see a future with her. He's talked about his goals because he's self-centered. He has no desire or wish to even really get to know who MM is because I don't think she's his type. Let's call a thing. As deep as Brother to the Night wants to be, right? As deep as Mr. Hotep pretends to be, he's not. He's not. He's
Amen.
not. He's about him. I'm sick of seeing them. I'm mad we had to see them cankles with his high water tight jeans on. Yeah, I'm just aggravated. And the way I told y'all he argues with women in comment sections all over the internet, we're going to see it next week. We're going to see it next week. And I can't wait till he's fully exposed. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, amen. Let the church say amen, somebody. Somebody somewhere needs to go ahead and say amen and pass that plate around because we just got a sermon up in here. Tyra, MM and Ikichi, it was a lot going on in this, and I feel like MM is finally seeing it. Like I feel like she is kind of seeing it, and she ain't happy, and you can see it, and she is very much holding it in. It felt like she wanted to go off on this ninja, but she just didn't do it. She just kind of did that smile, and it's the way she looked him upside the head. I need to know what your thoughts are.
When this dusty hotel said he wanted to see her art, I threw up a little bit in my mouth. Like, go to hell. Like, I was like, how many times are you gonna address your apartment as my meager means? Why? Like, and she rolled up in there and got it and appreciated your space. Appreciate your space. Play a little song for me. Do a little dance, baby. Where do you live at? Where you stuff go? Okay, I see you. Like, and you could even give her the same in return. Say, oh my God, this is so great. Congratulations that you have been able to accomplish so much, already at a young age, and to afford this. Like, go off. Like, I love this for you, babe. Like, I'm so proud of you. Like, I can't wait to see what you do in the future and what we can do together. No, yes. You couldn't even do that. You couldn't even do that. You had to get in there and act like the poor, piss, emasculated bastard that you are secretly. And oh Lord, this is I'm just feeling a little. I feel like I need to work harder. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. If you weren't out here trying to sell them hotel dreams, miracles, and books, maybe you could have one with a couple of more TVs in a goddamn window. Like. And I love that she didn't try, because I thought she was going to try to suppress or downplay. She was like a little wraparound, balcony situation. Like, yeah, and it does, yeah. Like, and you like, I don't like men like this. Like, I was so happy, as toxic as Pastor and them were, when he's like, yeah, y'all sitting kind of. Like, is there any romance? Is there any? Because we know it ain't, and he know it ain't. And the fact that you were trying to gaslight everybody in this room talking about your whole ass go to sleep at 9, you don't want this lady. You don't want this lady. And I think she's finally getting, like, he hasn't, tried to maybe he's hopefully by the next episode, he's just not that into you, sis. He does not want you. And first of all, he don't deserve you. Let's just start there. He don't deserve you. He don't deserve nothing but them. I thought he was going to say something so impactful when he said, I go to sleep at 9 so I can get up and be in the gym by 5.
To look like that, that's what you do. I say sleep. I say sleep till 9 in the morning because it's not doing anything for you, sir.
Okay.
It ain't happening.
I didn't like that. Like, he has no interest in her. Like, he has called her undesirable several times now in his own little ways, and the whole sitting distant. Like we hold hands, and I'm an artist. I want to see her art. I was so annoyed, but that was such a him and his vague, like, pretentious, them baited and breaded answers, and in the church references, and yes, can I get a Lord? Who are you selling this to? And who do you think is stupid enough to buy it besides MM? Because the way you would have got out of my face immediately. You would have been out of my face. Like, and I hate that, even though it is TV, that she would accept this. Like, he could play on her. He could play with her if he wanted to. If he gave her a little bit, because her little expectations are so low. Last episode, he brought her them drinks. This intimacy that we got going on here. Y'all know. What intimacy, MM? There is none. That man damn near fell out the bed, scooting away from you because he didn't want you to touch him. Like, I just want MM to recognize who she is and stand on it and get some standards and some self-esteem completely about herself. Like, we dropping them for itchy coochie? Never in my life. I would drop nothing for him, not even my damn draws. Like, get the hell out of my face.
Never. Okay, that part right there. I mean, y'all, it was... The way that I was yelling at the TV this go around, because I'm usually like you, Tyra. I'm usually just listening like to it in my headphones, just listening to it or whatnot. But I had to like stop for a second, and I was like, did he really like? Is that what we doing? Like you can hear the passive aggressiveness as we walk into the place. You know what I'm saying? It gave jealous. It gave you living like this and I'm living like this. First of all, it was the setup for me. The setup with the you let everybody know, yo, meager. If you, I was like, how many times you gonna say me? I'm like, what we finna go into? Like, I'm sitting up here like, oh Lord, what is finna be like? Because if he say this one more time, like meager, but the fact that didn't do like she didn't get over there like my girl Michelle, she didn't get over there and was like, it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be, meager. You know, she didn't do none of that. You know, she tried to make him feel comfortable because clearly she read how he felt. He projected all of that from the jump, and it was all for the show. It was all for show, so everybody would know, like, they about to see my house, got to get through this part, so let me go ahead and let them know that this is what it is. Not like I can't, but just, you know, this, I'm just meager. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can you though? Can you? You can.
I know he can. We know he can't. We know he can't because we know that book, like somebody said in that chat, that book ain't selling nothing. They ain't doing nothing. But yeah, it was just the way. And when we got to her place, I was like, oh, okay. And Tyra, it is exactly that. Why didn't we say, oh my? Because the way I would have been high fiving, like, girl, you did this. You did this right here. Can we do some karaoke? Like, can we move over here right here?
You told her to pipe down. Like, you got to carry. You got offset lighting, and you need to calm down a little bit. Like.
Yes, I got offset light ninja. Yes, I do. Okay.
That's why I want her cousin to come and cuss him out next week. I want him to get with him so bad. The one who got with him at the reception. Oh yeah, I want him to read him down real bad.
Did you hear him say, "I'm not here to impress none of y'all"?
Appease y'all. Yeah.
Appease y'all. Yeah, I'm not here to appease none of y'all.
Next week. He's gonna show us behind. Show us who he really is. Who he's been this whole time.
He has already dropping. He already dropping. Each and every episode, we get a little more and a little more. And this one right here, we got exactly what I thought he was.
Insecure.
I almost did say something. Let me get the words right. Yep, an insecure person. That's exactly what it was. Because Tyra, my words was a little bit different than I was thinking. But we're not gonna go there because we all need our channels, and we're not gonna do that. But it's
he's stupid. The way MM unfortunately gives, baby. Yeah. Oh, how much startup money you need for your business?
Exactly. That's exactly what she gives.
You're stupid. You're stupid is what you are. You worried about the wrong thing.
Exactly. Because the way she said that, oh yeah, a lot of the men I date are intimidated when they see where I live. So you always date down. Like, so it's not her hangups, it's literally his and his jealousy. And I said, if you had good sense, like a player from the Himalayas,
I would have been whatever you like. Girl would have rubbing in the feet. I would have been getting in where I fit in. Like you that's unfortunately, but if you want to be realistic, M is a come up for you. Like
exactly. That's exactly
M is a come up. M is attractive regardless of what he has to say. Like, you would be lucky to marry M and have her support you in that light as a man. And she would. It's nothing that she wouldn't give him as her husband. But it'll be all the way down to her own detriment. And I don't even want to see that. Like, she just girl.
I want her to run for the hill from which cometh her health, because he don't even have good sense to be he can't even be smart. That's the thing. Because if he had any vision or forethought, he would say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna love her real good, and I'm gonna be living right here." You hear me?
That's what I was like.
The way I would have been a best male hoe. I swear, because man, the way I would be breaking MM off. Okay, she wouldn't be able to walk around the aisle, be on MM's whole ass every 5 minutes. Baby, where you going? You need anything?
I mean, smack that thing, okay?
If you need me to do it, girl, I will do whatever you want me to do. Like, what do you need? Like, I just love, like, oh, you're just so beautiful. I love it. You know, when you wake up and you just had that morning glow, but I just love you, just so gorgeous. You have the best day. You have the best day, the best work day. I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna be right here when you get back. We're gonna hang out because what do you want to do? Like,
what do you want to do?
He's stupid.
Dummy.
And I'm just a raggedy cankle squirrel trying to get a nut. Like, stupid.
And he ain't even trying to get the nut. That's the sad part about it.
I mean, her face card is beautiful. Body is
It is
tea.
absolutely
Body
beautiful.
accomplished, like natural beauty. Like we haven't really ever seen her made up except for her wedding. Skin flawless. Like there is literally nothing wrong with this woman. She is beautiful. Coins, well-appointed home. And she's a Build-A-Bear. Like she's ready to build you.
Build a man, unfortunately.
Okay.
I hope you sell that raggedy book.
Okay, because that's exactly what she would have done. She would be there for him. She would make sure that he could get to the level of where she is, so that they could match. And that's what I hate for her. I hate that that's what she is striving to. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that when it's the right person and if they're trying to do it.
No, EJ, I'm tired of seeing women, black, especially like, why do you have to settle? Who the hell said you had to settle? What you do is go out like you worked this hard and got to where you are and sacrificed so much, because you could tell she had ambitions and dreams that she wanted for herself that she didn't do because she put that career first. And you did all of that to build a bear for what? There is somebody out there for you. I feel like she deserves better. Like the way I would be rubbing elbows with Allen or Allen adjacent. Like get somebody who's on your own timing. Like you don't have to go with him and his guitar, that little lame ass piece of guitar riff he played in that purpose. Get that funky ass bass out of my face, sir.
Well, that's here because we knew this wasn't gonna work. Okay.
Good Judge, I pray. Cause listen.
Okay, because that was not it. It's not it at all. And all he did was make himself look. He did exactly what I thought he was gonna do. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like this dude is a typical, like I forgot what they call him. Was eight. I can't remember what it's called. I had to think about it because I can't think of what it is. But it's a certain specific word, and he acting just like him because you be seeing him pop up on Instagram all the time, and you just like, what in the world is going on? What world are we living in where this is what the
like an incel?
I don't think that's the word. It's something else. But we'll talk about it. Y'all go help me figure out what it is. But yeah. So I mean, Ikichi,
Itchy coochie.
Listen, all of them things, because this dude right here is super trash, and I just hate it for MM. But I'm hoping that he doesn't embarrass her too much on television, and that she go ahead and give him a good read, because what we not gonna do is embarrass me on television, because I'm gonna read you and make you look stupid. Okay, you gonna be one.
I don't even think I think she's toned. I'm telling you, she's suppressing how she would normally deal with him for the crap he's doing, because she wants my husband and she's trying to. Unfortunately, I don't even think she's gonna snap next episode. I think it may be the episode after this one. But if she does, Shadow will make my day.
Oh, that would make my day too. If she just go ahead and dig deep down inside to where I know it exists, because I feel like she knows some cuss words, and I think they some good curse words.
Yeah, I want her to read them down real bad. Cut them up, sis.
It's gonna be that family. It's gonna be that family, that cousin, whatever, and he going, you just sit there and let him talk to me like you supposed to be my wife. I thought you was. It's gonna be something weird. It's gonna be something weird where he makes it like, because it's no scenario where you need to be telling them people, I'm not here to appease none of y'all, especially the way he said it. And I think they were saying like they didn't like how he addressed her as.
He called her aggressive. He called her aggressive.
Where?
I haven't seen nothing aggressive about her. And when he said that, I was like, where's she aggressive? But you know what I think he thinks? I think he's talking about because she wants to take it to the next level and he don't. And I think that's what he's referring to. I'm not sure, but I think that's kind of where his, little immature mind is going.
But if y'all watch and pay attention very carefully, for whatever reason on these shows, Black men, even the elders, he did it on Later Daters, they try to find whatever stereotypical thing they can say to degrade a Black woman. On Later Daters, he was like, oh, you're ghetto, right? Like you a little hood, you're ghetto. And now you call an MM aggressive who has not been anything of the sort. Like, why are y'all doing that? Why are y'all doing that to Black women on national television? Why are Black men doing that to Black women on national television? Why?
I don't know. I told you. Sometimes it just
she's giving docile, submissive, like, baby, what can I do for you? That's all she's getting. My husband. That's all she's giving.
Mm-hmm.
So are you guys getting it in? Are you affectionate? Well, are we? Like, what? I don't know. You need to answer. I don't know. She want him to be all like she want to hit that so bad. Like, MM. All right.
It ain't even all that because I feel like it's giving. Never mind. I can't say that either. So
what? Little energy.
A lot of it. Thank you.
I can see that.
Giving a lot of it. Yeah, and I feel like he might get embarrassed. So it is what it is.
Ashley, why are you looking like that? Ashley, you muted.
You muted, sweetie.
Oh, I was calling this little thing a Rumpelstiltskin. I didn't see what you said. What did you say, EJ?
Little D energy.
Oh yeah. Little Rumpelstiltskin. He's got a little one. You can tell. It's probably micro peen. He gives that.
Yeah, he's definitely
Ain't
giving.
no
He's
long
projecting all of
out
that.
here moving like that. They don't even move with that type of energy.
No, he leads with, I'm an artist, I'm a hotep, I'm a deep thinker. It's my softer, like, he think he a brother to the night. That's his lead. That's why he have these so-called groupies that all his, how you gonna keep him with you? Like, who wants to keep him?
Mm-hmm. And another thing is that I feel like MM is also trying not to hit those stereotypes that are always given to us, and I feel like she's going into this like really trying to, because I just feel like there's been a couple of moments where I feel like she just should have popped off. But if she had been like Michelle, like somebody said earlier, if she had, because she has every right to be like Michelle. Don't have the right to do what she doing. She should just tone it down. I get the problem, but she should tone her stuff down. But I feel like he been like putting those little things in there. He been putting them seeds in there, and it's been coming off real passive aggressive for the longest. And I feel like she should have been said it.
And then watch, when she does get aggressive and angry and goes the hell off. So see, this is why I didn't want to deal with it. I always knew it was there. See, I knew she was like this. She's not like unicorn, boy.
Exactly. And I just don't think that that's fair to put on her because she really is trying. And, it is what it is. But she needs to go ahead and go off. For all the Black women everywhere, girl, go off on that ninja. Go ahead because we got your back. Okay? And I approve this message. Okay. Okay, y'all. So that was it. I mean, we got into a lot of different things on this episode. I'm ready for the next episode. I looked at the trailer 2 times. I'm pretty sure y'all looked at the trailer too. So I think we all on the same agreement that we really want to see this MM scene is the main one. So because I don't know, the rest of them are kind of sizzling.
I want to see that heifer tell that man he needs to leave his own. Like, you need to leave because I'm having a spa day, whatever the hell she said. Like,
I'm having a spa day. Girl, you better go have a spa day somewhere else. How about at a spa? How about that?
Yeah,
go have a spa day at a spa.
Big ball.
Okay. Because that's what I would have said. I just need Alan to get a little more back. Like, Alan, don't worry. Don't be nice to her. Just go ahead and give her what she wants.
That little scene keep popping back of him crying on MM's shoulder. I was like, he's gonna excuse everything up until like, Respucia, you cheated on me. Like, oh my God. He's gonna excuse it all the way up to that moment, and he's gonna have a whole freaking meltdown and get really. I think he's gonna break some stuff and get a little like, girl, you done pissed me off. Like, he really he's trying so hard.
He's putting everything into this. Yeah.
He really is. So Ashley, you said you think have we saw a clip? Because I feel like we saw like a little bit of a clip, like, but we can't see exactly who it is. So you still holding what you're saying, 2 people? You think it's still
it's Laura Babylon and David. I'm 99.8% sure.
Yeah.
That is the 2 of them.
Of Michelle telling David, like, I didn't know, you didn't tell me where you were going. Like, where you been, Penny? Like, well, Michelle, when you move out, and he got all this.
And there is a clip like, oh, you've been hanging out with my friend or whatever. You hear that too.
Yeah, the friend clip. I saw that one.
Yeah. And then later, if you watch the whole season trailer that they gave, like in the first episode, you see Alan burning the marriage certificate, breaking the cups, the Mr. and Mrs. cups. Like,
yeah, I saw that part.
So
that makes sense. Well, I mean, we know it's gonna be Madison. I was just really hoping she was gonna find somebody else to do with, but okay.
Well, no, baby, because that was the whole scandal of the season. That this is the first time this has ever happened where two people from the season hook up. I mean, they leave their marriage vows, they break their vows, and have an adulterous affair.
This is gonna be fun. Neat. Okay, y'all. Well, that's what's up with Married at First Sight. This was season 18, episode 7. Y'all go ahead and drop your thoughts. If you're watching this on a replay, make sure to go ahead and type in #replay squad down below and let us know what your thoughts are about all of these couples. Just go ahead and give us the tea. What we got going on? Because I feel like we got something else coming up. I just can't remember exactly what it is.
Right back. We are coming back in 30 minutes for All the Queen's Men. All the Queen's Men, episode 3. If you guys watched that, the links are already up for that. I believe so for everybody's channel. We are coming right back in 30 minutes. So if you want to get with that and get with the watch along, I'm about to set it up now. So anybody who is here and you're an active member, get on over here in the Discord. We are watching All the Queen's Men episode 3 in 30 minutes. You know you got 30 minutes. Yes, 30 minutes. Yes, 30 minutes.
Hey, okay, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and get that set up for y'all. And y'all already know, make sure your notifications are turned on. Like, share, subscribe to all the channels. Want to thank everybody for coming out today. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all in 30. Talk to y'all later. Peace.
What you doing? So where you at? Oh, you got plans. Don't say that.
At first sight. As soon as y'all see each other, they feel married. At first sight.
Look too good to be alone. My house clean.
My man.
Just shake. Smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing.
At first
sight.
Single for 6 years now.